Hello, welcome everyone. You're welcome to our wholesome family series today. And yes, this brought to you from the Familynestacademy, and I am still your host, Princess Francisca Obichimeze. It will be an interactive session, and I am glad to be here today sharing insight and wisdom over one of the most important issues that causes fight, that causes trouble, that causes trauma in homes, in marriages, even in the life of children without knowing. Most times, we don't realize the impact of not being able to handle money issues in the home, how it affects the atmosphere of the home, the mindset, as well as the welfare of the home, both the emotional condition of everyone involved. And let me also emphasize that money issues does not only affect couples, it affects children. Because when couples are having issues and not able to handle their money problems, they are also not able to know how to cause this problem not to affect their children's welfare, whether psychologically, whether emotionally, whether physically. Many of us struggle when it comes to money management. Why? Because we don't understand how money operates, and not necessarily because there is no money. So you will see both the rich and the poor struggling over money. And you ask yourself, why is it so? You are welcome. I'm glad that you have joined this session this night, and I am promising you that it will be an eye-opening, and I hope that at the end of the day, you are going home empowered, knowing and understanding how money operates and how money affects everyone in the home, and how we can work together as a family to ensure that if there is a broken relationship due to money, that you will find a way to restore that relationship. And if peradventure your family is going through financial trauma and trouble, confusion, conflict, you will find a solution to bring peace back to your home, to restore peace back to your home. So I will tell us this story. Welcome everyone. Sad, you are welcome. Nice to have you. If you are here, pop in a chat so that we can say hi, because today will be very interactive. We don't want to just teach and everybody will go. You will make it interactive. Jean, you are welcome. So we are talking about finance in families. And remember, Esther, you are welcome. Nice to always have you around. We are still talking about one of the major cracks in homes, one of the major issues that causes trouble in families. Sometimes we are not confident enough to talk about it, but whether we like it or not, money goes a long way to determine how the family runs, how the family enjoys peace or not. So when I was getting married, one of our mentors gave me an important advice, and she said, if money does not cause problem between you and husband, your marriage will last. Your marriage will last. So I picked it. I took it very important because I know how money issue caused problem in my own family while growing up. The money was there, but what we did not understand was the power of money and how to tame that power, how to manage that power that money in such a way it does not cause conflict or trouble in homes. So, like I said before now, money issue is not only for the poor. It's not even about not having money. It's more of not understanding how money operates and how to manage money. So you see couples fighting over money. Tia, you are welcome. Fighting over money, something they could have a conversation over, make proper planning and arrangement on how to make money work for the family instead of fighting over money. So this is why we are saying money is one of the reasons families experience cracks, because they don't have knowledge of how to manage the money. So remember that money is not just about the paper. It's not just about the currency. It's about the value it offers. How you understand that money is value and how to utilize that value to promote the well-being and the welfare of that family, rather than allowing it to cause a disintegration, a crack, and a distortion to the peace and love within the home. So, why are we talking about money? When we list the causes of problems in families, money is one of the major causes. So you see people who claim they love one another, they love each other, but then misunderstanding of how to incorporate their wealth, their money, their resources into that love, such that that money is able to support the well-being and growth of that family. You discover that conflict, that misunderstanding begin to cause misinterpretations of even their good intentions. So we'll be talking about money problems that are related to issues in the homes. Then we will talk about how this money become a stress that affects the home. We will offer practical solutions, practical restoration steps, and we will now share our family money challenge for the week. So sit tightly, get your jotter and your pen, because this will save you future trouble. In case you are still single, you need to be celebrating. It's an opportunity that many of us never had. Some of us never had people teaching us or even orienting us that money could cause problem within those our lovebird stories and experiences. Now that you have the opportunity, I am pleading with you to have your seat, be patient, and let's learn together. So, what in money causes problem? Like I said, it's not about the paper, it's not about the cash, but it's about understanding the value that money gives. Money is meant to promote the well-being of the family. Money is meant to provide the essentials, the bills, the need that is meant to harness the unity, the love, the communion within the family. But then, why will that same money cause problem? One, lack of trust. 2, lack of transparency. 3, lack of prioritization. I will discuss those in detail. So, lack of trust. When we lack trust within our union, when couples lack trust, confidence in their partner's ability to handle money, you see conflict begin to arise on the issue of money. So you see people who say they love themselves, the Bible says that two has become one, they are now one flesh, but they are not able to reconcile the issue of money. They are not able to trust each other on handling money. Yes, one person might have mishandled money. Another might have not even accepted that yes, he has been squandering the money or not being diligent with money. When a partner spends money at impulse or anyhow he wants, or people come demanding, sometimes it's not even on himself or herself. It might be just relatives calling on you and you keep dishing out. Then when your family needs that money for essentials, they are not able to have the necessary need of the home. So you discover that the other partner will begin to lack trust and confidence in the other person's ability to handle the money. So like I said, you see, a partner may have good intention. He's not cheating. He's not spending the money on another person or even things for himself or herself. He's only not able to say no. Not able to say no to people making demands. He's not able to keep that money in the bank under his custody. Or another is because when the trending things come up, she wants to buy. This is most popular with women. You want to buy the latest wig, the latest bone straight, the latest clothing in the market, the latest fashion bag. You want to buy to belong. Oh, those who do owambe. You want to do join others to do party every weekend. They are buying clothes in groups. You have to belong. You have to show them that you are also their friend, or that you also know what waiting day. Sorry for those who don't understand that local dialect. Like you want to show you also belong to what is trending. You are also in that class. So you see people spending the money that is required to sustain the home, using it for something that is not necessary or essential. You might have something that is necessary, but it is not essential. So you need to understand the difference between your wants and your needs. Not knowing how to prioritize your needs will put the family in conflict. It will put the family in trouble. You may not be able to save for emergencies. You may not be able to save money for when it will be required. You will see people having emergency situations. That's when they are running helter-skelter looking for who to borrow. These people are not people who don't have jobs. They are not people who don't have business. They are simply people who don't know how to save for the raining days. They are simply people who don't know how to control themselves from impulsive buying. Of course, there are people who are struggling, who don't have proper job, or the job they have is not paying enough. There are people whose bills are higher than their expenses. than their income. Sorry, their expenses and their bills are higher than their income. Those people, I would advise to look for something else that can bring income into the family, because you can't keep depending on other people, calling your neighbors, calling your relatives or your friends, to borrow or to help you all the time, because it will be very shameful that you have to call people to help you all the time, when indeed you are putting effort, you are working. You need to sit down with your partner and think about what we can do to generate money. You mustn't depend on jobs, your 9 to 5 jobs, or those who do 12-hourly jobs. If it's not enough, it's telling you there is something better you could do to generate money for the family. If you cannot take care of your children, you are held responsible, because raising children is a responsibility that has been put on you to handle. And God, who has given you those children, will give you ideas on how to make money that will be able to take care of your children. Am I saying there won't be some time when you will need help? No, there will. But let it be that you have sufficient enough to start with. When you go asking someone for help, the question is, what quota or part of the money are you able to contribute? You don't expect someone who has a family and responsibility to give you 100% of your own need. What of their own need? Who will take care of their needs? So there will be times I will call my husband and ask him, I know you have a good heart. So between me and my husband, he's the one who is Father Christmas. Call him at any time. If he has last card, he will give it out. But we have to give ourselves counsel. We have to sit down to plan our finance. We understand we have good heart, but if out of that good heart you give out everything, ask yourself, if anything happens or you are under emergency, who among the people around you can you call and they will quickly send help unto you to give you money to solve your problem? Who will you hold as his responsibility to handle your own financial needs? Is wisdom. Husband and wife need to come together and plan their finance. If for the singles, I will advise, have this discussion while you are courting. How can we manage our resources? How can we manage our businesses? How can we manage our incomes? Write it down. State it clearly. Thank you, Sam, from watching from Nigeria. Thank you for joining us. Please let's know where you are watching from and what you are picking from this teaching. Thank you once again for joining. So I was saying, while in courtship, there are important things to discuss. Not the time to keep telling you, I love you, and spending the money you have going from one outing to the other. Am I saying you should not have fun? No, have fun. But talk about important matters like finance. Do you want a joint account or do you want a separate account? If you want a separate account, how are we going to be contributing each month, each week, to ensure that the need of the family is provided for? Or are we the people that believe the man's money is our money, then the baby girl's money is for only baby girls? What do you believe about money? Talk about it. How do you want to spend your money? And agree. If both of you agree, oh, she's the baby girl of the house, she should just spend her own money anyhow she wants. The man is saying, I will make all the money, I will spoil her, I'm the odogu of the I'm her odogu. Fine. But let it be that you have considered that you have the capacity to handle all the duties and responsibilities. And let me tell you, most times you don't foresee the demand, the financial responsibilities that will come upon you. So before you make such major decision, think back, look at the kind of business you do, because it's not something job salary will handle. So don't allow the pressure to be majorly on one partner. It can be frustrating. It can be overwhelming. You see people going into depressive crisis because of finance, simply because their partner is not supportive. So I was listening to a story last night about a lady who married a guy she was financially more buoyant than. And then after marriage, this guy now started putting pressure on her, even threatening her, causing her to give up her CEO position for her private NGO. And then was threatening her and manipulating her to start to keep giving out money to him. And then at some point, she developed high blood pressure. She became depressive. And one day in the office, she slumped or something and was gasping for air. They had to call the husband to take her to the hospital. The story that happens, but thereafter she died. Then the question was, what were they doing during courtship in the area of finance? Now let's go beyond the partners. Not making financial preparation as couples will go a long way to also affect your children. Because when you begin to experience conflict, it begins to dissipate into the home environment. Children will begin to notice something is wrong. You will create unsafe environment, anxiety among your children. So you will not just lose connection between the two of you, that's husband and wife. You may start losing connection even between you and your children. Because wherever conflicts are, children tend to try to disengage, try to withdraw, become anxious. Then you are not able to provide the essentials for the home. So when you don't have enough money in the home because you are not able to manage what comes in, by the time money comes in the month, you've already spent the money before the next money comes in. So what happens in between? Children are not able to be provided. If there is emergency, is either you borrow or someone comes to your head, or everywhere scatters. Is either the children go hungry, or those of us that pay school fees, children are sent home because no school fees. Children begin to experience trauma of being called out in school, not paying school fees, being sent home and their peers are studying, being embarrassed, being shamed, and all that happens around not being able to meet up. Then children may not be able to dress well. You will talk about eating first now before you talk about dressing up, right? So you discover you're not even able to provide the most important things of life for your children. Shelter. Some people struggle to pay for house rent. I'm not saying they are not putting enough effort. They are, but they are not able to understand how to manage that money that comes in. So you need to have a financial plan, a financial budget. Some of us, when we hear budget, we think it's lack. We think it's about not having money. No. It's about being able to program how the money you receive is able to need first. So if you know you are meant to pay house rent by December, start saving from January. 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, depending on how much your house rent is. And calculate based on your income. I receive 100,000 naira. I should be able to save at least 10 to 20,000 naira every month towards my house rent. Don't go and program in your mind your elder brother, your younger sister. Hi, welcome the glazing gamers. Oh, you're welcome. So don't go programming thinking of the people you ask for help and you're spending the one you have, saying it's not enough. If you discover that you cannot save enough from what you have to pay your bills for the next 10 months, like saving for your rent, please, it means that rent is too much for you. Don't put up a budget that is above your income. If you know you cannot afford it, don't go for it. Look for what you can afford at your level of income. I see people go for things they cannot afford. Then they will go and put the bill on someone else. So someone will call me, I want a phone. And you're a student. What do you want to do with phone? You have phone that you could manage, but you want a bigger phone on whose expenses? Like on whose head? On your auntie, on your uncle. So this teaching is not just for parents or adults. It's also for young people who are growing towards becoming partners. So they won't be a burden. They won't be a source of trouble to their partners. So when you are planning, plan according to what you can afford. If you are living in 3-bedroom flats and you know that the cost is 1,000 pounds and you know per month your salary is maybe 1,518 and there are other bills to pay, why not look for 2-bedroom flat that you could pay 800 pounds and save extra 200? Or you live in a flat or a duplex or a bungalow that pays 500,000 or 1 million per month, per year. For those who live in Nigeria or Africa, no matter, just do the calculation based on where you are living. And you know that at the end of the month, welcome Chidema, at the end of the month or the year, you cannot afford that bill. Why are you living in that house? Do you know some of us have a house we are paying for that we don't even spend much, like in a year, we don't spend up to 2 months there. Then when the bill is due, we are calling other people to help us pay for that house rent. Is that wisdom? Is it fair? The people you are calling to come and help you also have other needs they need to meet. So think about things that can reduce financial stress on you first, on your partner, and then your children. Okay? Emotional distance comes in when couples are struggling with finance. How will you be happy when your partner is not able to pay house rent and you know that the money that comes into his account is able to pay for house rent, but because he's not able to manage that money? How will you be happy that your wife income is very high enough to take care of children's school fees, but all the time she's complaining because she has to buy the latest jewelry, she has to buy the latest lace, she has to buy the latest bag so that she will feel belong? That's financial irresponsibility. And of course, you will not be happy. Even when you try as a believer, you struggle. It will be a difficult thing to do. So why will you put your partner under such pressure? And why will you put strain under your marriage under strain? I will advise people, marriage is partnership, is covenant. You are building together. And no matter what you do, work for the interest of that union. No matter what you do, know that you are fighting from the same party. You are not different parties. You are not Chelsea and Manchester United. You are on the same lane, the same party, fighting against poverty, fighting against division. So no matter what the problem comes, Samuel, why are you laughing? No matter the problem that comes, your mindset should be, we are working together. This will not cause trouble. Because what the devil does is he begins to create disparity, division, resentment, bitterness, anger in your home. So I guess I have talked about prioritization, right? We are talking about how money problem arises due to trust issues, lack of priorities, and lack of transparency. So we've talked about a lack of trust, we've talked about priorities, and then let's move to transparency because of our time. When we lack transparency, there's no how you have not sowed a seed that will destroy that marriage or that home. There's nothing like being open. Even when you make mistake, tell your partner, tell your wife, tell your husband, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't know what pushed me to go and buy this thing. I am sorry, I know I'm not supposed to. Let your partner hear it from your mouth rather than bump on it and see, babe, did you buy a new bag? What for? Babe, did you order so? What for? Lack of transparency has a long way in destroying the unity, the peace, the love, the bond, and the purpose of every family. Whenever you allow mistrust, double and hypocritical life to come into your marriage, you are creating a big trouble. It will be difficult to erase. It will be difficult to forget. So in all you do in finance, make sure that you are open, you are transparent. That is where couples should come together. How do we spend our money? How do we give account? You should be accountable to your money, to your finance. You are no longer two, you are one. If you decide, I'm not here to tell you plan your money this way, have joint account, no, I'm not here. I'm here to tell you, as a partner, as couples, decide what you are comfortable with. And whatever you decide, be transparent about it. Let your partner know what you are doing with money and why and how. If you decide that you will have some money for yourself, at the end of the month, husband takes £100, wife takes £100, let them do what they want to do with it. Or at the end of the month, now we suffer, we did the work. Babe, go use 100,000, go and shop, do whatever you want to do. The husband, use 100,000, do whatever you want to do. It's your decision. But the one you will go behind and hide to buy, that is the one that will cause problem. That is the one that causes trouble in marriages. The ones that people will call you from the back and say, don't tell your husband will neglect, will start thinking, see, let me tell you, anyone that wants to borrow money or wants to ask you for money and say, don't tell your husband, run away from that. In fact, give that person straight warning. Someone will call you, want to ask you for money and tell you, don't tell your wife. What is the person's intention? She want to take money from you. Remind the person that the money is not only for you. Remind the person that the money is for husband, is for me and my husband. Anybody that does that to me, they know me, my siblings. You ask me for money, you are telling me, don't tell my husband about it. I don't want him to feel bad. I don't want him to feel like we are disturbing. If you don't want him to feel like you are disturbing us, I'm also feeling like you are disturbing us. Don't talk to me about it. So my family knows that anything you ask, so I will tell you, I will talk about it with my husband. If you don't want to hear it, that I want to tell my husband, don't bring it up. Because those are the things that will start causing problem. Like I am. If my husband does something and he doesn't tell me, he knows it, and he's here, and maybe the person comes and say, oh, thank you, my wife, or thank you, sis, I received this. So I will celebrate with the person. I will go and ask my husband and I will tell him, why didn't you tell me? So don't let your wife or your husband find things out by themselves. It has a way of creating doubt, fear, anxiety, and mistrust. Those are the cracks that comes into your home due to the opportunity you have created by the same people who will not be there for you when you need them. So don't let these people who will destroy your home sneak into your home through financial misunderstanding or confusion or uncertainties to break your marriage, to break your home, and for the sake of your children. Then, this lack of transparency, you see, it has a way of bringing arguments. So you see partners, they begin to argue, and they are raising voices, and children are watching. Children are seeing how mommy and daddy are not able to reconcile the issues of money. You are planting seeds. You are modeling mistrust, argument, violence, conflict in the home. Or do I talk about people who even go to the extent of fighting, raising their hands on their partner? Things that should not be heard of. Traumas being created in the life of children, watching daddy beating mom and watching mom hitting daddy. How do you expect these children to grow? What do you expect them to imagine? What do you expect their mindset to be while growing up? So your home should be a place where proper planning is made for financial management. You may not start well, but you have an opportunity in what you are learning now to prepare and restore what needs to be restored, which is the next level we are going to talk about. Even though I've mentioned them here and there, there should be proper planning, programming, structure that should give you peace of mind. How will you suffer to make money and suffer to spend it? How will you struggle to make money and also struggle to enjoy the money? Like how? You should have peace of mind enjoying the money you spend, you struggle to make. So for example, people like us that run shift, run 12 hours making money, then to spend the money, you are not spending it with bitterness, with anger, with frustration. That's double wahala. Why are we putting ourselves through distress? So that money you have made, tell yourself, I will enjoy it with peace. I will do the one I can do. The one I cannot do, I will leave the rest. So you need to take up this restorative plan we are going to talk about so that you will reduce financial complaint, financial struggle, distress, and its effect in your home. So what are these restorative practices or steps? Have a money talk without fight. Learn to have dialogue, discussion. Dialogue is not argument. Dialogue is a logical reasoning with one another. Sit down, have your pen and paper. Babe, we receive so amount every month. How do you think we can spend it? How much do you think we can save? How much do you think we can invest? Okay, you're at that point where you think you're not having enough to save and invest, but there's no how you shouldn't save. Hey, if there is no saving in your salary, it's as good as you shouldn't make that money. Do you know why? Because if money comes and everything goes, you are shooting yourself. You are exposing yourself. Because if anything happens, your own don't finish. Especially with this economy where nobody agrees they have money. I know that there are still good ones who are very supportive, but will you kill them with demand? No. So learn to first help your own self before asking for help from other people. So if you are making 20,000 naira, yes, let me use that word, 20,000 naira, at least save 5,000. Okay, at least save 2,000 naira. So that if anything happen, you will even have money for credit. You even have money for transport. You will even have money to buy water to drink while waiting for bread. But some of us will say, hey, since morning, I've not even seen anything to drink. I've not even drank water. Those people that will keep asking you for urgent 2,000. The 2,000 never they do enough. Especially, you see those ones, you give pocket money. Hey, they are very hopeful that the next time uncle, auntie is bringing more money. So if you're a student watching this, save the money from those allowances. Because times will come when that your uncle, your parents may not have the money immediately to support. There are times they will not have the money to give you. So that you will not build entitlement mentality that will now make you feel, I ask for money, he doesn't give me, but he's abroad. Like, did you send him abroad? I asked for money, but he didn't give me. See the kind of car he's riding. Who told you that that car is not on mortgage? I asked for money, he's not even giving me. See the kind of house he's living. Do you know how many years it took him to get to build that house? Some of the rich men you see does not have cash or immediate money. It might have been investment they started making years. You, why don't you start your investment with your 1 naira? But you are waiting for when you will hit it. See, the Bible said that he that is faithful in the little, much more will be given to him. If you are not faithful in that 20,000 naira allowance, my dear, if they give you 100,000 allowance because na free money, you will not know how to be faithful with it. You won't be able to save from it. Take it from me. So, learning savings skills and habits start with the little. When I was in school, there is rarely a time I don't have 1,000 naira. My daddy will give me. My elder brother will give me. Some people in my fellowship will support me. But there's never a point where I don't have money at all. It was a habit I was intentional about. Till today, my husband knows. If there is anything, my husband will ask, babe, is there anything? No matter the bill you bring at the end of the month, me, not save 1 naira. So that when some, ask anybody, I can't remember borrowing money. No, I can never. There was a point, I was at that point, I said no. So, no matter where we hit, the only thing I could do is if the money is so much big, By the time I'm borrowing that money, I've already made a plan of paying. When I say I've never borrowed money, when I was in school, and even though I was getting hungry, I always have something to sustain me. Even if it means instead of eating 3 plates, you eat 2, or reduce the quantity. You need to learn how to manage your limited resources while hoping for the big resources. At this my age now, if I am borrowing, it will be for a big project. And before I borrow, I would have made a plan. Excuse me. I would have made a plan of repayment. Some of us borrow without any plan of payment, of repayment. Yes. Hey, when they are coming to borrow, you see their low voice. You see, oh, please, ma, please, auntie, please, princess, please, I will pay you. Once this money comes in, na lie, in their mind, they are not planning anything. There's no plan to pay you. There may not even be any money they are expecting, but they will formulate and forge and make you feel, yes, there's money coming, so that at least just bring out the money. So when I'm giving out people money, I will give you the money that I know I can remove my eyes. I know a lot of people who are still owing me, even from school days. So when you borrow, that you must borrow, please borrow what you can let go. Don't borrow your family money, everything out in the name of kindness. That's not kindness. That's not kindness. That's foolishness. You have money meant for something for your family. Don't borrow it out. Don't borrow money to help people. I know people who does it. I know there was a point someone close to me was doing it. I will talk sense. Like, how can you borrow money? Say you are what now? To take care of people's duty and responsibility because they are counting on you, or you made a promise. But at that point, you don't have the money. Why not explain to them? But you will go and borrow money, and then you put yourself in debt to solve people's problem. Is that wisdom? That's not financial wisdom. So, have proper money talk. Sit down, plan your money. And when you are having this discussion, don't attack one another. So instead of saying, you are always doing this, you're always spending all our money, you're always not being impulsive, you're always that another. Why not say, I feel we are not managing our money properly. I feel we can do better in this area. I feel we can do like you are making a suggestion, not like you are placing judgment or accusing someone. In that way, you are able to engage, negotiate, and reason logically. And the other person will be able to be in this right state of mind to listen and to accept your suggestions. Okay? Create a joint plan. What is our family financial plan? Budgeting is not about being restrictive. No, it's about utilizing your resources so that it's able to serve you effectively. It's about having or giving your money direction. Give your money focus. Give your money direction. Don't let your money be the one controlling you. When you see, money is spirit, and money like to be spent. Hey, anytime money comes into your account, there is this power, there's this force that want to push it away. Demand is coming, things to buy, things that are not yet done, they will always be there. Those to be helped, they will always be there. project to be supported, they never finish. You have to tell yourself, I am in control of this money. I will give this money direction. So whenever money comes, you already have a plan ahead. That's why you should have a plan beforehand, not when the money has come. Because by the time the money is gone, you'll be wondering, how much just entered into my account? Everything gone. No, don't work in that part. So create a joint account. Sorry, joint plan, not necessary joint account. Joint plan for the family. So amount for feeding for the month. So amount for tax. So amount for rent. So amount for welfare, whatever you call it. Let everyone know this is what we are doing with our money this month. You want to support people, create an account or make a budget for the month to support people. When you have exhausted that budget for the month, don't go putting hands into other things that are essential. Prioritize them. Make sure you pay your bills before taking care of other things that can wait. If you are in a place where we live, where you cannot tell the landlord, I'm sorry, I will pay the rent, you pay every month, and you cannot tell the landlord, I'm sorry, I'm not able to pay for September, I will pay October, or you're on your own. You are on your own. It's not like some places where you pay for 1 year or 2 years and forget it. No. You must pay each month. If you don't, forget about shelter. So you need to plan. Give your money direction. Then we are still talking about restorative plans. Start small, start little. Some of us, we are waiting for when the money is so big, when we start earning more. Like I've said before, if you are not faithful in the little, you will not have the big or larger portion. No. You will not be able, even if you have that larger portion, you will not be able to handle it. You will squander it because you don't have the skill. You don't have the discipline required to be able to manage something, whether small or large. It's not there, it's not there. And you don't even have to go to school to learn. Learn from what you have. Keep practicing, keep getting better. So, if you have a family debt, plan yourself. Every month we will pay £100. Every month we will pay $100. Every month we will pay 50,000 naira. According to what you can afford. If you cannot afford, go and tell the person, I'm sorry, I really want to pay this debt. As a family, we can't afford it. This is so. But sign an agreement that every month you are paying a quota, at least something towards paying off that debt. That person will be happier than you ignoring them. And giving out everything because you want to pay debt and be free, and then you are putting your family into strain, is also not wisdom. You want to set a goal, you want to achieve something. Don't go and carry so much big project and put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Let it be okay. 2 years project. Excuse me. 5 years project. 10 years project. What do we contribute towards this project consistently? Every month we give in 10,000. Every month we give in 20,000. Every month we give £5. Make it a joint goal that you work towards achieving. Don't carry everything on your head. And don't let people put projects on top of your head. Okay? Don't go. I know you love the work of God. I know you like caring for people. I know you like supporting projects. Don't go about promising, I will give so amount here. I will give, and you will be owing the body of Christ. See, the Bible say He that does not make a promise, that who makes a promise and does not fulfill it. So don't go making promises or carrying projects on top of your head that you know at the level God has brought you. I know you are working in faith. You don't have the capacity. No. Make the promise or project focus based on what you have calculated. Say every month I'm going to receive 2,000. Okay, I'll be giving 10,000. I'll be giving 1 naira, 2 naira, 4 naira, because based on what you know consistently on your salary you will receive, you can afford. But the one of faith, I'm not going to discourage you, also based on your level of faith, that when you're not able to meet up, you are not going to become depressive, angry at yourself, frustrated, and hiding your faces. Okay, so let's run. I think we are running out of time. Lastly, on the restorative practices and recommendations, pray over your finance. Pray over everything that concerns you. You see me, hey, there is nothing I don't pray about. There is nothing you should not pray about. There are strongholds, there are forces to money. Even the Bible says that money is a defense. How can something defend you if there is no force behind it? So money has a force. Money has it to everybody, like that. And the level of money you handle will not be the same with everybody. It will be based on the authority you have gained over that money. It will be based on the dominion, victory you have gained over money for you to be able to handle a level of wealth. So in all your pursuit, the Bible says that it is the Lord that giveth power to make wealth. So beyond money, what your focus should be is building wealth that lasts. And if you must build a wealth, don't start with conflict, having problem with your partner, arguing all the time. Such people rarely grow money into wealth. They will just keep floating around, getting money to take care of their needs, maybe build house here and there, but the real wealth comes from God, who gives the power to make the wealth. So don't displace God in the area when it comes to money. Don't go cheating people to make money. Don't keep God by the side though. Those kind of money, even if it becomes large and they know you as big boy, does not give good success. They don't become a blessing, they become a curse. People will see you flamboyant, wearing the latest train, riding the latest car, looking happy, shining, traveling all the cities and towns and countries of the nation, but the real blessing of wealth is not there. And the Bible says that the gift of the Lord maketh rich and added no sorrow. So when you want to make wealth, keep your hands clean. Get God involved in prayer, in diligence, in hard work, and ensure that peace reigns in your home. Peace reigns around your family, around your finance. When you are in such a situation where you feel like arguing, you feel like shouting, you feel like having arguments and conflict and quarrel over money, calm yourself all the way and give yourself space. Don't let money issue. So in our closing charge, we are giving us a challenge, family challenge for the week. So you will discover that we no longer do videos on weekly family challenge. So we now incorporate it into our teachings. So for the week, sit as a family and make a list of your top 3 monthly money goals. What do you want to achieve with money every month? Every month there is something that will be consistent you want to achieve. Maybe it's your yearly goal, maybe it's your 5 yearly, 10 yearly, depending on how long that project is. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to help? What do you want to build? Okay, for the next 3 months. And how do you want to achieve it? Every month, take an action towards that goal. Pray over them, take an action, document it, review it. And then another challenge, decide one area of your expenses that can be reduced. In fact, this month, my husband made that decision and said we had to review the things we spend money on. The bills that are excessive, alternative options need to be made. And we sat down and brought down some things. We think there are other options with a lower cost. And that way, we are trying to reduce expenses, reduce the pressure, reduce the stress money creates in the home. Then the final challenge is important to always be a blessing to other people. God is not giving you money only for you. So this week and this month, decide one act of generosity you want to do together as a home. Let your children understand why you need to be a blessing, why you need to give out. Who do you want to help? What project do you want to support? What good cause do you want to promote with your money? And let your children be part of it. In that way, you are building generosity in them, helping them understand selflessness, empathy, compassion, consideration for other people, looking beyond themselves. You are building capacity in them to be able to live beyond themselves. And in our closing charge, we are saying, don't let money break your home. Don't let money destroy what God has built. Don't let money destroy the purpose of your family, because the devil uses money as an instrument to distract you from focus, to disturb you from becoming and fulfilling what God has intended you to be. Don't let money create division between you and your children and your husband. Some people, sometimes you will see division within homes. Mommy will begin to despise the other child because the other child is not giving her money. You see husband and wife separating because this group of children give money to daddy, this group of children give money to their mom. You see money creating division. Don't allow that. Don't allow partition in your homes due to money, not even for anything. Okay, in case something is already going wrong, you need to start working towards healing. Let humility give in your conversations. Negotiate, apologize for what has gone wrong. Don't start accusing. Say, I am sorry for all the misunderstanding. Apologize to your partner. Apologize to your wife. Apologize to your husband in ways you know you've been handling finance wrongly. Make peace. Negotiate on how to do things better. See, the peace of your home is paramount if that home must prosper, if that home must flourish, if that home, family must fulfill purpose. You cannot negotiate peace away from it. So remember, you are on the same party. I've said it. You are on the same team. You are the same Chelsea. You are not Chelsea and Manchester United. You are playing from the same angle and not on the opposite. So don't kick yourselves. Don't punch yourselves. You are not in a battleground. You are in the arena of God's blessings. Let the presence of God dwell richly in your home. Let God's blessing pour upon your home, because you have created an atmosphere that allows God to operate. Don't let the devil take away the peace of your home. And this is me challenging us this evening. Take a step towards building a better financial management in your home and removing financial stress. There are a lot of stress. There are a lot of challenges. Don't allow finance contribute to it. Unfortunately, finance is one of the major troubles, causes of home divisions in home. But it shouldn't be so. It's not supposed to be so. We need to go to that point of selflessness. Selfishness is killing families. Husband want to hold his own. Wife want to hold his own. They are pinching. They are calculating. They are looking for who will spend the rest, and others will spend on their own. Self-centeredness, selfishness. You have to deal with these things so that you can enjoy a good, loving, peaceful, and destiny-fulfilling homes. And this is me saying thank you for joining us. And just let us know one thing you picked from today's teaching that you will work on intentionally. If you must enjoy a peaceful home, you must work on your finance. Very important. And like I said, if you have issues with income, you need to sit yourself down and have that different discussion on how to improve things you can do to make more money. There are a lot of things. Ask God for idea. Breathe upon that idea. Breathe upon it. Pray upon it. Breathe. Brew over it until you get clarity and light on what to do, and money will come pursuing after you. But most importantly, understand that money is the value you offer. What can you offer to become valuable to people, and they will pay you for it? Add value to your life, add value to people, and turn it into money. So you may not have. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for picking having savings always. Very important. Even if it's 1 naira out of 10 naira, you must intentionally work on that. Thank you for picking that up. So, like I'm saying, add value to yourself. Turn that value into money. You mustn't have things to sell. Service and value is what turns money. Is what you can turn into money. And yes, thank you for joining us again today. If you have any question, kindly pop it in quickly so I can respond to that before we call it a night, because I want us to go and rest. And see us in our next week, my wholesome family series. And it promises to be more empowering. It promises to be more empowering. Sammy, to marry the hungry you. I wish you the best. Marriage is lovely, but you need to build yourself with proper value, skills, and knowledge before you marry. Don't go and marry when you are not ready. Don't go and marry when you are not ready. And sometimes we are so focused thinking it's about having enough money to marry. Marriage is beyond that money. You can have money. You see wealthy people marry within 1 month. The same thing with poor people. So it's not about money. It's about having proper understanding and marrying someone with proper understanding. God will grant you revelation, knowledge, and insight. And yes, we have a book coming up on what I wish I knew before I said I do. Expect it. So for those of us who are still planning to marry and those who are married, we keep learning, we keep improving. Look forward to that book, and I'm sure it will be a blessing to you. Sam, I'm introducing that book to you now so that you get ready, okay? That's my darling husband. In marriage, you work as a team in everything, especially finance, and be very transparent. Thank you, my darling husband, for picking that up. That's Chimeze Gospel. He's my award-winning husband, always there for me, always supportive, always growing like I'm growing. All of us are growing together. It's been an amazing experience saying yes to my darling husband. Thank you for joining us live too. All right. I guess we don't have questions. Thank you everyone for your contributions, and thank you for sharing this video to other people to gain the deep insights that we have learned tonight. I look forward to hearing your testimony of how your finance has improved in your family and your marriage. And yes, join us next week again as we all share in more insights towards preventing cracks and healing cracks in our families. God is looking forward to building homes that flourish. And I want to tell you, it's possible. It's possible. Challenges will be there. But if God is at the center of your marriage, I'm telling you, it's easier to deal with challenges, difficulties, and the need that comes when God is at the center of your home. So, this is me saying good night to everyone and have a lovely weekend. I will see you next week, hopefully. Thank you, Esther Mwemene. Thank you for always joining us. Sammy, Tech, our media team, always there, very committed. My darling husband, everyone that has joined. God bless you. Chidema, I can't call all of you. And those who are saying things I did not understand, God will answer you in Jesus' name. All right. I need to call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone, and do have a lovely night rest. Remember, this is from Familynestacademy, and I am still your humble host, Princess Francisca Obi Chimeze, a family life coach. And here we empower families to fulfill God's purpose for their life and enjoy a loving home and build legacies while at it. Thank you and see you some other time. Bye.